Good afternoon, and welcome to another episode of Unscripted and Unchained. My name is DM Bloodworth, and this is episode 19, a channel news broadcast. So, what I'm going to update you on is I have several things going on in the upcoming week or so. I am still currently making copies of my AD&D first edition booklet. So if you watch the last episode, I believe I spoke about putting together the Dungeon Master's Guide, and so this is the Dungeon Master's Guide 1E. Well, let me just turn this page over here, and you'll see. So this is 1E. I put it into a binder, and I included in here the two supplements for the world of Greyhawk, because that is, that tends to be that's my favorite setting. So I will most likely, when I do run campaigns, I will place those one shots into the world of Greyhawk. So I have the Gazetteer, and then I have James Ward's Greyhawk Adventures also in this binder. So you can kind of see that there, and printed it out in PDF and heavyweight paper. That way, I spill coffee or something on it. Very easy to replace a single page. Continuing on, you might actually hear my printer running in the background, spitting it out at probably 3 or 4 lines every 10 seconds or so. This has been a long process in printing out the PDFs, but in the end, I'm probably saving a substantial amount of money in just printing out the PDFs then, rather than trying to purchase the 1E hard books, or hardcover books off of eBay, or once in a while you can catch them in Amazon. So here's the player's handbook, and I was going to combine the player's handbook and Unearthed Arcana into just one three ring folder, but they tend to be, they're a little thicker than what the individual folders can handle. So I printed out the player's handbook. I printed out Unearthed Arcana. So I have Unearthed Arcana here, and then the three monster manuals. So that's Monster Manual 1. This here is Monster Manual. Actually, this is Fiend Folio. I'm pretty sure Fiend Folio came out, and I could always check the date. Fiend Folio came out first, and then Monster Manual 2 was the third volume in the third volume in the set. So I have all three monster manuals, and what I'll probably do is I'll probably transfer those three into a binder and just call it the Tome of Horrors, just for a little fun play of words there. I printed out Legends and Lore. So I printed out 3 books today so far. So Legends and Lore. There's also Deities and Demigods, but I'm pretty sure that this is the more updated version. I haven't compared it on the PDF page by page, but I'm pretty sure Legends and Lore is, this was 1984, and I think Deities and Demigods was 1980. So this is an updated version of it. So I am still continuing to, print out everything that I have for Dungeons and Dragons. I'm going to start putting together. You'll notice I have a blue folder here, and so I'm going to put into one folder each of the series. So right now I have B1 and B2. So the search of the unknown and Keep on the Borderlands in this volume here. And this one I might be able to get. I don't know if I can get all 3 of the B series modules into just one binder, but it's certainly something I'd like to be able to do. I'm currently printing the Dungeoneer's Guide, and then I'm going to print out the Wilderness Guide. So you can start to see that there's quite a bit of first edition books in order to have everything. I also have Oriental Adventures that I have to eventually get around to printing out, hopefully by this weekend. Some other news. So I was invited to playtest an RPG that's or it's more so a supplement, and so that's Harbinger. So let's see how I can hold this up here. Don't have the cover there. So Harbinger, it's a playtest that I was invited to give it a shot, and it seems to be it's a science fantasy role playing game using using D&D Fifth Edition open gaming license, and so it's basically converting, I guess, the rules system of 5e into a science fiction setting. So I just printed this out today. I'm going to start taking a look at it. Looking forward to play testing it later on in the later on in the week. But certainly something that I'm looking forward to, to playing out. With only about 2.5 weeks left of or 3 weeks left of school. Once I get into the summer months, starting June 26th, then I'm really looking forward to getting my my gaming rolling out and doing a lot of sessions, gaming sessions across many different games that I'm interested in, and running that for the next couple of weeks after that, before vacation. Other channel news. I did get my Frazetta T-shirt from it's called popthreads.com, and very, very satisfied with the quality of this T-shirt. Put it through the wash once already, and so now we'll see how it holds up after multiple washes. But very satisfied with the quality of it. So if you see Pop Threads on Facebook, which is where I found them from, the print is actually pretty decent. The cloth quality is much better than I was expecting. I had recently bought a T-shirt off of Facebook, and as a matter of fact, oh no, I put it away. It was a lot thinner, and I paid a lot more for it as well, about $10 more for it. So it was a lot thinner, and the picture quality was not as good, So although I don't regret it, I mean, it was a Conan, Conan the Barbarian, T-shirt, so I was kind of happy to have it. But these are much better quality. Supposedly officially licensed, which I'm going to take them at their word, because their whole website is, boasting about the Frazetta license that they have, and so I'm going to assume that it's true. And based on the quality of the shirts and everything, it seems like they're at least putting out a quality product. For what they're advertising. So I certainly recommend that. Any other news? Nothing really so much. I would give a little shout out there for, Anthony Bourdain passed away, and, that was somebody that I enjoyed watching his TV shows, and, just the character in, in the cooking world, I mean, I don't mean that he was playing a character. I mean, his personal character, brought a lot to the type of, television programming that he was bringing. And it was always very interesting to see where he was going with, traveling around the world and trying different things, and especially when he got, involved with other, well-known chefs on the same show, and they would interact with each other. So it's certainly something that I wanted to put out there that, he was certainly a TV personality that I think will be missed. And so, to friends and family and colleagues of his, my condolences, and we will you know, um, continue looking at his work, because I'm sure that his work is not going to disappear from the airwaves anytime soon. So once again, thank you for joining the channel, Unscripted and Unchained. If you haven't subscribed already, please feel free to subscribe. And if you have any comments or questions that you want to leave, or any suggestions of Kickstarters that you might be involved with, or you might know of, that this channel might be interested in. Bottom line, anything RPG related, anything, doesn't matter the genre or the mode that it comes out in. So it could be computer, it could be tabletop, it could be battle card game, anything that's a role playing in general is my interest level. And if it's something certainly that I could jump into, and it's either free to play or free to purchase, and something that the channel would be would benefit in showing out there, then certainly leave your suggestions. You all have a good weekend, and happy gaming out there, and I'll see you in probably the next couple of hours. I have a few other videos to put out there for this evening. So have a good weekend.